Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in again. We are going to continue on our Asian themed inspiration, and we're going to make InstantPot beef and broccoli tonight on tonight's episode of Cook With Me. So, truth be told, I've only used an InstantPot a handful of times, although it's been sitting on top of my refrigerator for almost 2 years. I've probably used it like maybe twice, maybe once a year. Hey, it happens. Because I've never really found anything that I've wanted to do. And now that I'm trying this new keto lifestyle, I thought I'd go ahead and explore a few things with the pressure cooker itself. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Now, if you don't have a pressure cooker at home, the instructions are really easy and you can do this on your stovetop. Crushed red pepper, soy sauce, arrowroot, sea salt, sesame oil, garlic, ginger, broccoli, and I like flank steak. Boom. We're gonna start with our meat. Now, the recipe actually calls for a pound. I did a little under a pound. I did 0.88 ounces, only because I don't want to overeat. And I thought anything less with the pound was great, so I just thought we'll start from there. So we're gonna start with the meat, and we are gonna season it with some sea salt. I think that's good. Whoa! And then flip it. And kind of mix it all up in there. Okay, we're gonna get this thing going. Hit the saute button. And then we're gonna get something inside of there. We're gonna start with 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Ooh. All right, y'all, we got that in there. Boom. Now, we're gonna go for the meat and throw it in. Now, I already bought this meat slice. You could use lots of different meats. You could use flank, cube, beef stew meat, whatever you prefer. But it's pretty easy. We already put salt on this meat. All right. One of the reasons I like cooking next to the sink is because I constantly wash my hands. Okay, we're gonna toss in a little bit of pepper. Like enough. And we're gonna brown this meat. While that's going on, we're gonna do one more thing. We're gonna add a tablespoon of sesame oil. Stir it in like that. And now we're going to continue browning the meat. Okay, you guys, now we're getting the sauce ready for the beef and broccoli, and it calls for a 1/2 cup of beef broth. So we've got a 1/2 cup. This is 1/4 of a cup, so I'm measuring out 2 to make a 1/2. We are going to do a 1/4 cup of soy sauce. Boom. And remember what I said about soy sauce before, is that it substitutes as sodium, so you won't need salt. Okay, now we need a tablespoon of garlic. A tablespoon sesame oil. And now a sprinkle of crushed red pepper. Now we're gonna mix that in. And we're gonna go back, and I have one more ingredient, actually two more. I have two more ingredients that we're gonna add, and this is gonna be kind of a surprise. You need to add a packet of stevia to this broth, okay? Stevia. And it's just to make it sweet, because actual beef and broccoli would call for brown sugar, but this is gonna be a substitute, and it asks for 2 teaspoons. So we're actually gonna add 2 stevia packets to this to sweeten it up a little bit. Now for the last ingredient to the sauce, we're gonna take some ginger that I've cut and peeled a little bit, and we're gonna grate it on here just a little bit. Of course, that's not gonna work very well, so I'm gonna have to go back on the other side and clear it off. Boom. So, I love the way ginger smells. But have you ever eaten a piece by itself? It's gross. Okay, we got that done. Now we're going back to the beef broth. And we are gonna pour this mixture that we just made all over this. Boom. And it's in. And all the dishes are in the sink. We have set on the pressure cooker since for 4 minutes. Pressure cook 4 minutes, and it's on now. Okay, it's cooking. I mean, I hope it's working. I'm really not sure, but we'll find out in about 4 minutes. In the meantime, I'm gonna say to clean as you go. I like to put stuff away as soon as I use it because I hate a dirty kitchen. In fact, I kind of have obsessive compulsive disorder. And yeah, it's really a disorder because if there are dishes in my sink, I will not be able to sleep tonight. So we're gonna take care of that now. Oops. It seems I have accidentally set the InstantPot for 4 hours instead of 4 minutes. But thankfully I caught it at the beginning. So be careful how you're setting your InstantPot if you're not familiar with it. And I've only used this one or 2 times, so I'm definitely not used to it. It's working. It's working. Don't mind that Christmas tree. The wise men have not come yet. Okay, y'all. We're gonna do 1 tablespoon of cold water. Got that in there already. And we're gonna do 1 teaspoon of arrowroot starch. That's about it. And we're gonna add this to our beef and broccoli mixture in a second, so it thickens the sauce. So we're just gonna whisk that really quick. You can also use cornstarch, but we're eating keto, so we're trying to avoid that. Okay, we're back on this. Now we're going to turn this to vent. Boom. Wow. Okay. We're letting all that out. It's almost done. It's important to make sure that all the steam comes out. Wow, that's hot. If you open this while it's not, you're gonna burn the hell out of your arm. I know, because my first time, that's what I did. Okay, it looks done. 1, 2, 3. Whoa. Looks pretty good. Look at that. Whoa. That meat looks nice and tender. Now we're gonna turn this back on to saute. And I'm going to pour in this arrowroot starch and water mixture we had. kind of stir that in. I'll let the sauce thicken for a bit. Looks pretty good though. Ooh. So I've now turned this off. Now I'm gonna let this sauce thicken just a little bit. It won't take long. So our food is done, and I learned a valuable lesson. You should probably, next time, I won't cook that broccoli inside the pressure cooker, well, inside the InstantPot, because it came out a little sludgy, but there's still some valid pieces in there, so it's still gonna be a good meal. So I added that stir-fried rice that I made earlier tonight, and we're about to have a feast. So again, I was just doing the math on the beef and broccoli. Every ingredient totaled up to 570 calories, which equaled 285 calories at 2 servings of everything that I made. Added with the cauliflower rice, it was only 368 calories. Wow. So I'm about to check this out now and try it. I've never made this before, so I'm really curious. I sampled a little bit earlier. It tasted pretty good. Again, I'll probably never put the broccoli back in there again. The meat came out really good, and I paired it with that stir-fried rice that I made earlier this evening. So the two together were perfect. Anyway, thanks for watching. I'm your host, Richie, and this was another episode of Cook With Me.